Newt Gingrich is quite the individual. He has a tendency to stick his nose into places where it does not belong. And he also says a lot of things that are really, really stupid. Now, at a recent conference that he was at, he told a Collier audience that secular atheist philosophy is a threat to Christianity. That's kind of weird. I mean, in this grander sense, yeah, maybe it is. I think anyway, because people are turning away from religion altogether, and they're moving away from believing magic sky wizards. This is his exact quote. He says, "The rise of secular atheist philosophy in the West is an equally or even more dangerous threat to Christianity than terrorist organizations that will kill Christians if they don't submit." Okay, now that part I don't agree with, because between theists and atheists, Christians are the ones that are actually the terrorists, if they really want to be point blank about it, because they're the ones that go around saying, if you don't believe, you're going to burn. That's a threat. With atheists, we don't say, if you believe or don't believe, well, we're not going to say you're going to burn forever if you don't believe, or, well, yeah, sorry, I'm trying to work that all into my head here. You know what I'm saying? Gingrich is such a tool as it is. And he also said that the religious institutions such as the Ava School of Law in North Naples can serve as centers of resistance, whatever that means, to those horrendous wars underway against Christianity, because I can't remember the last time I was at a war with Christians. I mean, I'm out there doing nothing. I'm talking to people. If that is a thing, then I guess, oh, my voice is a weapon. Matt, what are your thoughts?
Well, you're right. He is a tool. I'll give you that. They feel threatened is what the problem is.
Yeah, they should, because they're losing the war. I mean, on the level of thoughts, you know.
Right. But, maybe in the level of thoughts, but in other ways, they're winning the religious freedom, more or less.
What freedoms are we taking away from them?
No, I mean, no, we're not taking away from them. I'm just saying that they're, as far as, I can't remember what I was going to say now. Sorry.
That's okay. Ranger, what are your thoughts?
Newt Gingrich is completely wrong. You obviously don't need to be an atheist to be secular.
Right.
I've personally met plenty of secular Christians, and as far as what he said about us being the same as terrorists, no, I can't speak for my two co-hosts, but my personal message is, hey, your religion belongs in your church and in your home. It doesn't belong in public. That's pretty much it. Okay, your religion needs to know its place. It's not in the government, and it's damn sure not in the public school systems.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're absolutely right in that.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
They don't follow their Bibles. They just don't follow their Bibles. Their Bibles say pray in your closets. That's what their Jesus taught. It didn't tell them to go out and stand out in the streets. That's biblical actually for them. So, but
exactly.
But the fact is that he thinks that we're terrorists because we don't believe in their imaginary sky wizard. Recently we talked about this last year, where over in United Emirates, whatever they're the ones that they were saying, if you're an atheist, you're automatically a terrorist. Just because you don't believe, you're automatically a terrorist. Newt Gingrich just joined the Al-Qaeda mind anyway, saying that if you're a non-believer, then you're a terrorist. When in fact, believers are the ones that historically have always been the terrorists.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
We had a comment from the chat room from County Practical Magic 9. If you can see the show, you can see her comments are right there for everybody to see. She says the base that Newt speaks won't think about beyond the edict he just issued. Believers are getting marching orders and not questioning them. She's not wrong.
No,
she's not wrong, because when I was a believer, we would get things like this constantly saying, hey, people who don't believe are trying to get us. It's a persecution complex. They want to be persecuted. They think that if they can be persecuted, then they feel justified in believing. I don't know how that works. Just because you believe in something doesn't mean everybody's going to come and get you. It's just weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
I agree.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their beliefs and whatnot, but we're not out to get these people.
No.
Well, I think it's more than that. I think people like Newt Gingrich, I can never pronounce his last name correctly. He's one of those Christian conservatives who actually believes that if you take religion away from anything, away from the public, away from the public schools, according to him, morality goes out the window if that's the case. And it's just obviously not true.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not true. I was just reading one of the things here. He says that if you believe it, that your rights come from God, you have a very limited sense of government. That's really weird. That's just really weird. If you want to talk about your religion, just do it in your church, but don't force others to believe weird things.
Right.
In this country, people get incensed over the tiniest little thing easily enough, and to have people like him go around spewing rhetoric like this, it makes it not only harder for us because they will come after us. They will try to, kick us out of our jobs, our places of residence in some cases, or, and I'm not saying this lightly, that people in the past have had disagreements with people who don't believe, and they've killed them outright just for not believing. And that's here in this country, in the United States, and over in other countries where being an atheist is not only difficult, but it is literally almost I wouldn't say death sentence, but I mean, it's something that if you tell somebody, you could be killed for that just by saying that you're an atheist.
Yeah, that's why they're all in the closet over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they don't want to be killed.
Exactly. And unfortunately, a lot of those don't have freedom of religion like we do here.
Right.